I've got news of a new lens announcement, and it's something that's just a little bit special. It's not expensive, and it's not a pancake, and it's also not L series. So that means it's not going to require a small mortgage, but it's something that you are going to like. We've got the details, and if you like your camera news with a side of sarcasm and slightly less confusion than a Sony menu, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'm happy to report a new upcoming lens announcement. A lens announcement for Canon for APS-C shooters with, well, that includes people who own the R50, the R100, the R7, and the R10. So that means it's going to be for the RFS mount, which is really the same as the RF mount. RFS just designates that it's for an APS-C camera. RF is for a full frame camera. Canon's already announced two lenses. Canon's already announced two lenses for this mount. The RF 28 to 70mm f2.8 image stabilized STM was announced in September 2024. And then in January, Canon followed up with the RF 16 to 28mm f2.8 image stabilized STM. But we're now being told that the Canon RF 70 to 150mm f2.8 image stabilized STM lens is coming in the second half, in Q4, and it's going to be extremely compact for what it is. This compact, or maybe as compact as this. Now, this is an 18 to 135mm, and obviously it's an external zoom, but it's really small, it's compact, it's lightweight, and I have to say that for the Canon 70D, which we still use here at the Ordinary Filmmaker, the USM version of this 18 to 135mm was truly my favorite lens. It was one of those lenses, it was a kit lens that people bought separately because it didn't feel like a kit lens. So this 70 to 150mm f2.8, it's one of those lenses that kind of completes that trinity of lenses, but more or less it kind of hits that sweet spot. It's an exciting lens, and it's an f2.8, and I've been kind of nerding about this one for some time because if you're a regular viewer of this channel, you'll probably recall when I talked about a patent application with this lens embodiment in it. And that was in Canon's Japanese patent filing, JP 2024 154-138. So yeah, I've been nerding about this lens for a few months now. And that gives you a little bit of a hint of what could be on my roadmap, my lens roadmap. I've been kind of sitting on the fence about getting the R50V because the R6V or the R7V are also due out. And the R50 is a little bit small in my hands, and while perfect for my son, he's growing fast. He's just turned 11 and he's 5'2", with much more to grow. So when it comes to APS-C, I'm really looking forward to seeing what this could be. But there are other lenses I want to put on my roadmap, the 24 to 70 f2.8, as well as, I would like the 400mm f2.8, but I think before I can get to that, I'm probably more realistically looking at the RF 35mm f1.4 VCM. But there is something else that Canon Rumors told us about. Several months ago, they told us that a couple of wild lenses will be coming out, and that they're supposed to be happening in the first half of 2025. Canon Rumors actually thinks that the RF 70 to 150mm f2 LUSM would definitely qualify as wild. Oh boy, I've done it again, haven't I? You see, we can see two possible lens embodiments here. We can see a 70 to 150mm f2.8 image stabilized USM for the RFS mount for people who own the R50, the R10, the R100, and the R7. But then again, we also have, well, another embodiment that could indicate that this is an f2 and not an f2.8, and that it's an L series. Now that would make it more expensive, but boy, would that be exciting. Now there is a chance here that Canon could deliver both lenses, deliver an exciting 70 to 150mm for APS-C cameras, more affordable cameras, more affordable lenses, Or they could decide, yeah, you know what? I think we deserve this on the full frame as well. I'll give you an f2 with a much higher price tag. And I think that would be exciting. I can think of many other lens combinations that would be exciting. But this, it's got my interest. What about you? What do you think about this lens embodiment? Would you rather see an f2.8 or an f2? Would you rather see it for full frame or APS-C? I mean, that's what we're really getting to here. And anyhow, one other thing I want to mention, I've been looking at the prices lately, and even up until Friday of last week, I'm still seeing an awful lot of discounts. This was just Friday last week. Then on Monday, I'm still seeing a lot of discounts. But when I look today, not so much. I am still seeing some sales, but those sales are more like $100 off. $100 off on some expensive items. Let's first take a look at lenses, and we can see not much on sale here. Oh, here we go. The 28-70, which has been on sale for a very long time, is now just $100 off, and that's one of the lenses that was announced way back in 2018. The 15-35, $100 off. $100 off the 24-70. But you can see as I scroll down, not a lot of sales here. A few more sales show up, but we're not talking huge amounts like we were before. Let's take a look at camera bodies. Let's take a look at Canon first, because we saw some really big deals on the Canon EOS R5 and the R5 Mark II. Come on, show up here. Here we go. Look at that. Look at that. The Canon EOS R5 Mark II is now $4,099. It was $39.99, and a couple of weeks before that, it was $39.99, and they also threw in a free battery grip. The Canon EOS R6 Mark II is $200 off, $19.99, so that price is holding. The R8, that's a good discount at $200 off, and $100 off the Canon EOS R7, making it sound like an announcement could be coming a little bit later in the second half than we might hope. But other than that, again, the R100 isn't on sale, the R50V isn't on sale, no surprises there as it just came out. The R10 is $100 off with the kit package, the 18 to 150 millimeter, and then of course you've got $200 off on the R6 combo. So we are seeing that the sales are really big right now, and there is a focus as we come up in, I think, just a couple of, or this might be tomorrow by the time you're watching this. This video is probably coming out Monday. We're looking at seeing the Sony FX2 coming out for around $3,500 to $3,900. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. That's on the 28th of May. But a big thanks to you for watching this video to the very end. It's very much appreciated. This channel is very much viewer supported. One thing, if you are looking at purchasing any camera gear from Amazon, Adorama, or BNH.com, then please consider using my affiliate links, because I get anywhere from 2 to 5% back, which literally keeps the lights on and is very much appreciated. Thank you so much for watching. Have yourself a great day. Take a look at my membership levels for a bit of a behind the scenes look at this channel that you've never seen before. Thanks so much for watching. Have yourself a great day, and we'll see you again soon.